After recruiting the Hero of Strength and saving the Hero of Will from the Spire, there is only one hero left to recruit, and the journey towards Lucien comes closer and closer to an end. We spent far too long locked up in the Spire, and in the time we were away, so much has changed. But that doesn't change the goal. With Teresa's help, we have located the third and final hero of our journey, but the road to our final goal is still faced with so much challenge and uphill battles. Will we make it? Or will Lucien and his thugs find a way to halt our progress? Welcome to the final installment of Fable 2. The next stop on our adventure is Brightwood Tower, Garth's old stomping grounds. It is here that Garth has a colourless gate available to send us to Bloodstone, where our hero resides.
You must do this together. Lucien has sent men to guard Brightwood Tower.
Okay then, let's go. After you, your brilliance.
But in typical Fable fashion, Lucien has sent his men to guard the tower, and we must be careful getting through this area.
We shouldn't use the front gate. Lucien's men will be expecting us. Follow me. I know another way in.
We follow Garth around the edge of the tower, trying to avoid the main guard. With the three of us, all heroes in our own right, we move through the force with ease. Teresa wasn't kidding when she said Garth was powerful.
Why don't you run home to Lucien? You brought this on yourself!
At the top of the tower, Garth begins powering the colourless gate, but Lucien sends a powerful shard to stop our progress.
I will need to concentrate to start the gate. I must rely on the two of you to watch my back.
Oh, sure. We'll do all the work while you sit there and think. Let me know when it's my turn for a break, will you? Is that a shard?
Amazing, isn't it?
A sunset's amazing. That thing's a bloody nightmare. They're coming up the stairs. I know that.
So we must protect Garth while he powers the gate and try our hardest not to get overwhelmed. The main enemies are simple, and with Hammer on our team, they go down easily. The Will users, on the other hand, are a little bit more beefy, and with their spike attacks, it can get a little bit crowded on the battlefield. But we dispatch these guys as well, and eventually the colourless gate activates.
I'm not getting away with that. Now it's my turn. Go! Down!
Alright, I'm nearly done. Go now.
With little time left, we jump through the colourless gate, but something goes terribly wrong, and we are transported by ourselves to Wraithmarsh.
Can you hear me?
Well, well, well. What have we got here? Is it alive? You had a dog with you there, like. It ran off into the fog. The banshees will have it by now. Aye, you've seen the last of that mongrel, I can tell you. Here, you from Bloodstone, eh? No, you ain't got the stink of it about you. 'Tis a wicked place. Would be burnt to the ground if there was any justice. So, what do I do about you? Reckon I'll burn you as well.
Captured by one of the most creepiest guys in the game, all looks lost. Until for some reason he walks out into the fog and gets eaten up by what I can only assume is a banshee.
No, please!
The Culler's Gate malfunctioned, and Hammer and Garth were sent back to the Guild. You've made it to Wraithmarsh, but you're on your own for now. Well, you're not entirely on your own, but Hammer and Garth cannot reach you. Be wary. The fog here is unnatural. Somehow it dampens the Guild seal. Bloodstone is on the far side of the marshes. I suggest you head there, quickly.
Thankfully, our faithful doggo retrieves the key to the cage and we find that Garth and Hammer have been sent back to the Guild. We're on our own for now. Face to face with one of my favourite enemy designs in the game, we fight against our first Banshee.
Something in the marsh is controlling the fog and using it against you. You need to find the source and destroy it.
And begin to light them up. The cycle was pretty simple: defeat evil ghost children, fire the Banshee, but eventually she goes down. The fog lifts and we progress. We find out that the marsh was once Oakvale, where our first hero came from. But unfortunately, the combat sounds drowned out Teresa and we don't hear the full story.
Well done. But be careful. There may be more, so stay on your guard. I may lose contact with you again because of the fog. This used to be Oakvale, though it has changed radically since I saw it last. And that was a long time ago. It has seen many a cruel deed. 600 years ago, bandits attacked the village and burned it to the ground. The survivors rebuilt their lives, only to have them destroyed a second and final time. A new threat came from within. A reckless young villager made a deal with the forces of Shadow, who took the lives of every other resident. All of his family, all of his friends, everything left. And now, the marsh has engulfed the village. And Oakvale is nothing but a bitter memory.
We continue fighting through the Hollow Men until we face off against our second Banshee. And much the same as the last time, we kill a bunch of the small minions and do our damage, eventually defeating the evil spirit. Sorry for the fire spam, eventually I do learn you can hit them.
Few survive Banshee attacks. You're nearly there, nearly safe.
Facing off against the troll, our doggo unfortunately gets hit, so while he limps around, we take our time dealing with the troll and its hollow man. Eventually killing the beast and healing poor doggo. I'm sorry, buddy. That was a big hit. We finally make it to Bloodstone, and upon arrival can see the hero's house towering at the back of Bloodstone.
The largest house in Bloodstone. That'll be Reaver's. I suggest you go and make the thief's acquaintance.
But with money burning in our pocket, we quickly buy Bloodstone before visiting the hero. Passive income is great in this game.
Get your gambling if that edible.
Well, hello there. Always a nice surprise to have company. I don't get many visitors to my little coastal paradise. Especially ones who might well redefine a man's concept of paradise. You little minx. On the rare occasions that people make it through Wraithmarsh, they're lost, confused, scared. But not you. You are looking for someone. And if you're looking for someone in Bloodstone, let's be honest, you're looking for me. But I'm afraid I hate wasting time on nobodies. That's you. Why don't you go out and rescue some travelers, or slay some beasts, or slay some travelers? The details are unimportant. Prove to me that you're worth dealing with, and you'll have my full attention.
Once again, we are not famous enough for someone to take us seriously, so it's time to look around for some work.
There's nothing for it. We need his help, and he wants to play his little game. So you must play it. Or Lucien will soon get what he wants.
We find a pirate talking about long-lost treasure, but, you know, his throat is a little dry.
I have a tale for thee, ye'll scarcely credit, of legends and vast treasures, and my throat is far too dry to go on.
So we do the right thing, we buy him a beer, and he tells us the supposed location of the pirate horde.
I tell ye. Thank ye. It does me a world of good, that. Now, listen to old Jack's story and be amazed.
Jack tells us about a sinkhole not far from town where the old Captain Dread hid his treasures. We dive into the sinkhole, defeat the pirate's ghost crew, and move through the wreckage looking for a way further into the secret area.
Bring me his liver.
After finding Dread's room, we acquire a lever needed to work the elevator that will allow us onto the ship, finding the Captain Dread himself.
No! The Marianne is mine! You'll not take her from me!
We face off with more of his crew before confronting the captain and taking control of the ship. We have made it to the treasure island of Doom. We searched through the beach for the first few treasures, finding one in the ship and then another off the coast. We defeat the beetles and jump back down for our third chest. The next is just off the track before jumping down to this large pond. We have another by the tree in the middle of the island. And some gold can be found at the bottom of the pond. Before our doggo alerts us to a dig spot with some more goodies. Behind the waterfall, another chest waits, and we start heading to the top of the next area. Where behind a small barricade, one of the last chests can be found. Then the final chest we loot as we return to the starting beach, and we sail old Dread's boat out of the island.
You found the old dead sea dog. Aye, I knew you would, my lad. Finished him off for good and stole his ship too. The Marianne. Never thought I'd see her and count myself living. Aye, you'll be a legend among pirates for this, you will. And you proved Salty Jack ain't gone soft in the head yet.
Thankfully, this small quest was enough to get people in town talking about us, and Reaver is ready to chat.
You're back! My men are positively buzzing with interest. Who is this person, they ask? Have heroes come back to Albion? And blah, 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 and so on and so forth, and I really don't care. You see, while you were out making your name a hovel-hold word, I discovered that you recently waltzed right out of Lucien's spire. So, unless I miss my guess, and incidentally I never miss, you want me to help you waltz back in there and take him down. Tempting. Who knows what lovelies he has secreted away in there? But here's the problem. You've done all sorts of impressive things, and yet you haven't really done anything that benefits me. But wait, perhaps there is something you can do for me. There's a certain item I need returned to its rightful owners in Wraithmarsh. They live in an enchanting place called the Shadow Court. I'd do it myself, but my relationship with the owners is complicated. And while my associates here have their uses, most aren't terribly reliable. So, how about this? You run this little errand for me, and then I'll assist you in your quest for vengeance or riches or whatever it is that floats your particular boat. The item I need returned is just there. See? See that little objet d'art?
There is always something extra, isn't there? And with this guy, I feel like we can't trust a thing he says. Anyway, grabbing the ominous dark seal, we start our next mission.
Good lad. Just come back and see me when you've dropped it off at the Shadow Court. Tatty bye.
We must continue
There is a deep well in the center of Wraith Marsh, made of tombs. That is where they reside. Be careful. There is more to this task than Reaver lets on.
Back through Wraith Marsh, we defeat the Hollowmen guarding the path and our next Banshee foe. Oh look, he's learning. Now, knowing we can hit them for massive damage, the fight is even easier. We find the Shadow Court door. Using the seal, we progress into the cave and face off against the shadow creatures. These are just normal enemies with a cool shadow skin, so not much of a challenge, but cool concept. Moving further into the court, we can hear a lady sobbing, and after defeating the Shadow Belverines, another nice touch, we find her in front of some crazy bone thrones weeping to herself.
Please, help me. Me and some friends, we were reading from this really old book we found. It had all these strange words. Then there was this bright light, and I woke up here. Where are we? I'm so scared. I just want to go home.
Welcome. 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 One of you carries the Dark Seal. But there are two. Only one is required. One will trade their youth and beauty so that the King of Thieves may retain his. This is the bargain we honor. The rules cannot be broken. We will take whoever bears the Dark Seal. You must choose. Quickly.
Please, I just want to see my parents again.
Now, I know it looked like I made a quick decision, and trust me, it was hard, but we can't be good all the time, right? I feel like I have just created Fable's version of Sophie from House Moving Castle. Anyway, youthful and with all our strength, we move on and try and forget about this. Bloody Reaver.
What happened to me? No!
Reaver has again fulfilled the bargain. But when the sacrifices stop, we will come for him. This he knows.
That was a difficult decision, but you are alive and strong, and that is what matters most. Go back to Reaver. I imagine your return to Reaver will be eventful. Once we have Reaver, your path leads straight to Lucien. There will be no going back. If you have left anything unfinished...
Oh look, it's Barnum!
We're done.
And you're sure that it'll look like me?
Exactly like you, sir. In 3 months, the picture will be developerized and...
3 months? That's no good.
He's gonna take a... Wait. Barnum? Did Reaver just kill Barnum? Okay. I don't know if I want to work with him anymore. He is very lucky Teresa assures us we need him. Otherwise, I'd hand him to Lucien myself.
Sorry, am I boring you?
All right, what exactly was that?
Reaver, the city's under attack! By a bloody army! Lucien's men! Dozens of the buggers! And the guy in charge is yelling at his men, "Find this Reaver!"
Me? Lucien and I had a gentleman's agreement. How dare he betray me? And just when I was in the middle of trying to betray you. How inconvenient. I recommend we flee down this rather handy escape tunnel. Smugglers built these tunnels ages ago. I don't think they've been used for about 300 years.
We follow Reaver through the escape route, fighting Lucien's men the whole way. We recently acquired the rifle aiming perk, so we use the gunpowder barrels within the tunnel to our advantage. Although these guys can be tough, we make our way to the end of the tunnel and escape with little resistance. Not 100% sure Reaver did much in there, but we're out either way.
Four of them so far.
She was right. They're here. Good to see you again. Hope we didn't miss too much.
Sounded like a massacre. Are all the soldiers gone?
Far away, I hope. I don't know how much more killing I can stand. Balverines and bandits behind every rock and tree, and everyone I killed, 2 more take its place.
All quite fascinating. I'm touched. I'm also leaving. Oh yes, 3, 2, 1. And any other lurking nasties in the tunnel will now have a bit of a headache. Which means I've just saved us all. Aren't I nice? In a few moments I'll be sailing away to safety on my escape ship. So, the way I see it, we're even. Toodaloo. Plan B.
With Reaver's escape ship destroyed, he has no choice but to join in the fight against the Great Shard. And for the first time, the 4 heroes join forces and fight Lucien's army directly. With no real way of damaging the shard, Garth has a plan and begins experimenting with will powers.
There must be a way.
We find that lightning power destabilizes the shard and we can do damage to it, so we set to work.
Attack. It's the only way to bring it down.
Slowly we whittle away at the shard, and when I say slowly, I mean snail's pace. This is a tough enemy. Defeating waves of the Spire defenders, we wait for our chances and chip away. Mid-battle, I decide to unlock the shock power and start using it against the Great Shard, which at level 3 seems to be doing some decent damage. Our poor doggo is once again injured, but he's just going to have to wait. I can't heal him until the end of the battle. Eventually, we deal enough damage and the Great Shard goes down. That's one less thing Lucien can use against us. We heal our doggo and join the others on the final leg of our journey.
Yes, such fun. And with that, I'm off. Bye, easy.
You can't leave now. We need you.
Welcome, Reaver.
Delighted to be here, whoever you are. But as I was saying before the enormous, pointy, flying boulder interrupted, I really must go.
Listen to me. If you do not help us, Lucien will control the world and every person in it.
Well, he's welcome to them. People are a bit overrated, don't you find?
Then who will you sacrifice to the King of Shadows?
Very well. All right, yes, I will help you. And after that, there's a good chance I will kill you. But, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, hmm? So, what now?
We must gather at the Circle of Heroes. The ritual we will perform there shall provide us with the weapon we need to defeat Lucien.
Oh, this sounds like a barrel of laughs. Blind, eh? I would have preferred mute. What exactly does Lucien want?
Aside from godlike power? That's a tough one.
No, that kind of power is a means, not an end. What does he want to do?
When I knew him, he wanted to resurrect his family. Probably still does. But give a beggar 1,000,000 gold, he'll buy food until he's full. And then he realizes bread isn't the only thing for sale.
Now we can begin. Stand in the center. You represent that which binds the three together. Strength, skill, and will. Together you will call forth the great weapon that will defeat Lucien.
We stand in the center and the ritual begins. Although the way the others are acting, I'm not sure whether this is a good ritual or not.
Bloody hell. That hurt.
I agree.
Well, I did enjoy making that pretty light with you, but with that done, what happens now?
I don't know. We crossed beyond the far edge of my knowledge when he stepped into the center.
Wait, where's Teresa?
Well, this can't be good.
Heroes. Enough power to build a new world, and you waste it trying to save the old one.
You're Lucien.
Open your eyes, Lucien. The ruins of the old kingdom are all around us.
And soon they will be buried under the new kingdom. And you're looking at the new king.
Pretender. Your fall will be hard indeed.
Deal still stands, Lord Lucien. King Lucien.
Oh, Reaver, will you shut it?
In fact, you can have these people for free.
And so I shall. And you as well.
Where is she?
Your fortune-telling friend?
What have you done to her?
I merely listened. I I should have gone out into the dark and found your body that night. But I was hasty. I let the bloodline flourish. And you have flourished. But this time is different. The last of the heroic blood will flow out onto this hilltop.
No, not my dog! You piece of shit. And for the second time in this story, Lucien kills a loved one and attempts to kill us.
The last time I killed you, it tore my heart out. Of course, you were only a child. But then, so was I.
Death is not your destiny today, little sparrow.
But as all things hero related, things don't seem to work out the way the big bad intends. We awake with our sister on a beautiful farm and join her in some activities.
Come on. They won't be back for ages.
We shoot some bottles,
So,
explore the
what should we do
farmlands, and enjoy
first?
the sunny day.
Yay, you found one. See if you can find the rest. Nice one. Brilliant. Great shot. Those chickens wander all over the place. Peck, peck, pecking away. Reckon you can get them all back in their pen? Brilliant. Great shot. Great shot.
We destroy the beetles in the crop field and look for the final 3 bottles.
I can't see anymore. Shall we do something else? Come on, nearly done.
We hear a little bit of lore from Rose potentially relating to our parents, and the day seems to end.
Dad says there's a bandit called Thag who attacks farmers and traders on the road to Bowerstone. He'd better not attack today, or Dad will give him a good thrashing. That was a fantastic day, but I'm worn out. Let's go to bed.
Something seems to be calling
It's
us from
nothing,
the
little
outskirts of the
sparrow.
farm.
Go
Rose
back
tries to keep
sleep.
us at the farm, but the pull is too strong.
Oh, come on. Get back to bed. There's nothing fun to do here now. Where are you going? Don't go!
And after walking through a nightmarish pathway, we find the music box that started this all. And our life and the choices we made begin flashing before our eyes.
Castle Fairfax looks so...
Our time with Rose,
If only we could live there.
Lucien's betrayal in the tower,
Perhaps that could be arranged.
Teresa introducing us to the Hall of Heroes.
For centuries, this academy trained the most supremely gifted sons and daughters of Albion, bound together by the blood that flowed in their veins. Can you feel the power coursing through you?
Hammer's regret as she mourns for her father.
Father! I could have stopped him!
Our win at the Crucible and the fame that followed.
That was something else. Best crucible in years. A classic performance that will be remembered for all time. Or at least as long as there are people around to remember it.
Our time at the Spire.
You will make an excellent soldier. Dismissed.
And our decision within the Shadow Court.
The rules cannot be broken. We will take whoever bears the dark seal.
And looking as youthful and spirited as ever. Aren't you a tricky one? Good for you.
And then finally, our last confrontation with Lucien.
The last time I killed you, it tore my heart out. Of course, you're only a child. But then, so was I.
You have passed the test. Your rewards are the opportunity to confront your enemy and the means to destroy him. Take the box and go to him.
We awake back in the spire and prepare for our final confrontation.
Your power is astounding. Twice you've cheated death. Yet your abilities are trivial compared to the infinite power of the spire, which will soon be mine. Now, sleep.
Using the music box, we're able to avoid Lucien's newfound power.
What are you doing? Do you think a mere trinket will save you? Do you think anything can? Stop. Think about what you're doing. I will put an end to chaos. Stop now, you fool! You insect! I order you to stop! Sleep! Do you consider that a victory?
And with little thought, we make our final shot to defeat Lucien. That was easier than expected.
Oh, I thought he'd never shut up.
Lucien's dead. So, what happens now?
Now, it is time you gained your reward. Your gift for saving the world from a madman's selfish dream. The spire has awakened, and it still has the power to grant one wish. Yours. Come. Take my hand.
It's all right, little sparrow. Don't be afraid.
You stand in the heart of the spire, as the Archon of the Old Kingdom did thousands of years ago. Now it is your turn. Make a wish, but choose wisely, for it will affect all of Albion. Sacrifice. You may choose to revive all those who died in the spire's making. It is a selfless gift. Your only reward will be the gratitude of Albion. Love. Those dearest to you, even your faithful dog, will be restored to life. But their lives come at the cost of the countless innocents who died in building the spire. Or wealth. More gold than you can imagine, to spend on whatever pleases you. But any you loved, and all the spire's prisoners will remain dead, and will not witness your newfound affluence. What will you choose?
The choice is hard, but I am a selfish hero. And even though we could save a lot of people, I chose to revive those I love.
So be it.
That's what this entire quest has been about. Everything up to now has led to this moment. And I guess it will just have to be a decision we live with for the rest of our lives. Not really a true hero of Albion, I guess.
When you return, your fairy companion will be waiting for you, and any who might declare you selfish or callous, any who themselves lost family to this place, will know that given such a choice, they might well have done the same.
We heard everything.
Awkward.
A wish was made, and the world will bear its consequences.
I'd do almost anything to bring back someone I loved.
Oh, I think I might be ill.
But you could have brought back thousands. All the victims of this horrible place, they had families too.
It was his decision. Let him live with it.
If you care so little about life, why not just take the money?
Yes, but on to more important matters. What about me? What do I get? Cash would be nice.
That is up to you. I can send you anywhere from here. What do you wish?
I wish to return home, to Samarkand.
Oh, I've never been to Samarkand. Hot nights, exotic substances, and uninhibited people.
It's nothing like that.
Trust me, I'll find the exciting bits.
Fine, but stay out of my way. Hammer?
No, I'm done. I know why we got attacked in the cave the day we met. You brought those hollow men in with you. 2 monks would have found nothing, but a warrior finds battle, always. I want to go north, study with those warrior monks. I was so sick of avoiding violence. Now I'm sick of causing it.
Goodbye, hero. I simply can't thank you enough for dragging me into this mess. Oh, I should tell you, I do have to make the occasional sojourn back to Albion. I have an obligation to some friends in Wraithmarsh.
I had my doubts about you at first, but I'm glad we met, and we shall meet again. You can count on it.
Guess I'll leave Albion to you. Not like I can do anything about it. You did some amazing things. Shame about all the rotten stuff. I guess this will be our last goodbye. Take care of yourself.
Farewell, Hammer. And now it is time for you to leave. The world is yours to enjoy, but the spire is mine. Be gone.
We return to the dock. We're greeted by our furry friend. Now there is only one thing remaining. Return to Castle Fairfax, where this all could have been avoided, and take our place on the Fairfax throne as hero of Albion. And that concludes our journey through Fable 2. Decisions were made, whether for better or for worse, but Lucien was stopped from destroying everything that everyone has ever known, and for that, I think we did a good job. Albion is safe. For now, at least. Thank you for watching my playthrough of Fable 2. I enjoyed this game just as much as the first time I played it. But our journey doesn't end here. There are still more stories to come, so stay tuned for Fable 3 and hopefully more in the future. If you're new to the channel and haven't already, consider subscribing. We would love to have you join us on our gaming journey. And until next time, enjoy your gaming.